Hello everyone, welcome to the audiobook. This is Surekha Ramachandran. Today's book is Ick and Crud, The Big Crunch. Okay guys, let's go inside the book 4. Meet the characters Crud, Ick, Miss Puffy and Bob. Follow the crunch. Why are we running? Asked Ick. You will see, said Crud. They raced through the yard, jumped over the fence, and landed in Mrs. Martin's flower bed, which was still all mud. Oh, not again, said Crud. Rats! Rats? asked Dick. Where? No, not rats, said Crud, wiping off the mud. Oh, Crud, 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 why are you yelling your name? asked Dick. Did you forget it? Crud rolled his eyes. Oh, nuts, he said. Now you are making me hungry, said Egg. The two stood up and started dripping across the yard. Just then a crunching noise drifted in from the woods. Did you hear that? asked Crud. Hear what? asked Dick. The crunching sound, said Crud. He pointed to the woods and then took off. Dick ran double times to keep up with him. Why are we running? asked Dick. That crunching sound is our food. Someone is stealing it. Hold the doggy door, said Egg. He skidded to a stop. I thought you were eating all our food. And why would you think that? asked Crud. Egg pointed to Crud's big belly. I am storing up for winter, said Crud. But it's only June, said Egg. He stood on his hind legs and waddled like Crud. If you keep walking like that, said Crud, your legs will freeze that way. Nuh-uh, said Egg. Then he dropped down on all four paws. Just in case. Let's keep going, said Crud, and follow that crunch. Ghost in the trees. The two raced to the edge of the Mrs. Martin yard, over another fence, through another yard, around a shed, then down a hill and across a small garden. But when they got to the edge of the woods, Ig skidded to a stop. What's wrong? asked Crud. Aren't you coming? Ig shook his head. It's dark in the woods and there are ghosts. Ghosts? asked Crud. Ghosts don't live in the woods. They live in the basement and attics. And old dog houses, said Ig. Yes, said Crud, and old dog houses. He gulped. Come on, said Crud. If I see a ghost, I'll grit my teeth and shake my tail and scare it away. But ghosts eat little dogs, said Egg. You are safe with me, said Crud. Are you sure? asked Egg. Have I ever let you down, buddy? asked Crud. Egg shook his head. Then he put one foot inside the woods. Hoo, hoo, hoo. What's that? asked Egg. That's just an owl, said Crud. Come on, you scaredy pup. I'm not a scaredy pup, said Egg. I'm just careful. He took two more steps into the woods. Another whoo. Crud's eye bugged out. He pointed behind Egg and off he ran. Egg followed like a flea was chewing on his tail. Works every time, whispered Crud. Egg and Crud weaved in and out of the trees, tall trees, skinny trees, fat trees, and trees with no leaves. They ran until they came to a big rock. Turtle rested in the shade beside it. Ick and Crud knocked on his shell. Hello, Turtle, said Crud. Nice day for run in the woods, said Ick. Turtle poked his head out and tried to shrug, which is really hard to do it in a shell. Did you hear a crunch? asked Crud. Turtle slowly nodded. Do you know where it is? asked Dick. Turtle nodded again, then slid back inside his shell. What should we do now? asked Dick. I don't know, said Crud. Maybe he is calling a friend, said Dick. He leaned into Turtle's shell. Hello, said Egg. That's the wrong end, said Crud. Oops, said Egg. He walked to the front of Turtle. Hello, he yelled again. Egg tapped on Turtle's shell. Can you tell us where you hear the sound? Turtle poked out his head. Then he pointed his nose at a large tree. It had a big hole in it. Uh-huh, said Crud. Just as I thought. Thanks, Turtle. Busted. Crud tiptoed to the tree. Egg tiptoed behind him. Or tried to. Prop. Get up, whispered Crud. It's not easy walking on your toes, mourned Ick. He brushed off the leaves. We have to sneak up on the thief, said Crud. Thief? asked Ick. Robber, villain, the stealer of all that is yummy. Ah, said Ick. And be quiet, said Crud. Got it, yelled Ick. Shh, said Crud. Shh, to you too, said Ick. Stop it, said Crud. Stop what? asked Dick. Crud put his paw on Ick's nose. He mouthed the words. Can you hear that? Ick nodded. The hairs on his tail stood up and curled. Crud leaned next to the hole in the tree and darted his head inside. A squirrel sat at the bottom, stuffing food into his mouth. The squirrel looked up. Uh-oh, he squeaked. Gotcha, yelled Crud. Yay, yelled Dick. Busted. Where is our food? asked Crud. The squirrel burped. Excuse me, he squeaked and covered his mouth. Then he pointed to a small pile. That's all that's left? asked Crud. The squirrel just stared. Then he picked up a nut, threw it at a Crud, and dashed out of the tree. Bonk! Whoosh! The two watched as the squirrel raced into the woods and ran head first into another tree. Splat! The squirrels aren't as smart as they look, said Egg. Not as smart as dogs, said Crud. Let's get our food. Wiggle Squiggle stuck. Crud stuffed his head inside the hole, then he lifted up his body. He wiggled and squiggled and turned and shurned, but he couldn't squeeze through. So he wiggled back and squiggled back and turned and shurned back, but he couldn't get out. Get me out, yelled Crud. What? asked Dick. I am stuck, said Crud. You want a stick? asked Dick. No, yelled Crud. I am stuck. Are you stuck? asked Dick. Crud kicked his legs. Hey, I think you are stuck, buddy, said Dick. Let me help you. Dick pulled on Crud's tail. Oh, yelled Crud. That won't work, said Dick. So he pulled on Crud's right leg. Nothing moved. Then he pulled on Crud's left leg. Nothing moved. Finally, he poked Crud's boot, but that was just for fun. Oh, yelled Crud again. Said Dick. What can I do? Maybe he grabbed both Crud's legs and he pulled and he grunted and he groaned and he tugged until out popped Crud. Thanks, said Crud, landing on top of Ick. Now go in there and get our food. What? asked Ick. Only you can fit, said Crud. I am not going in there, said Ick. Ghosts live in trees. Ghost? asked Crud. Ghosts only live in basement and attics and old dog houses, he said. And big trees with holes, said Ick. Go, yelled Crud. Waddle home. Crud pushed Ick to the hole in the tree. Ick tipped his head inside. It's dark in there, he cried. Go, said Crud. I think I see a ghost, said Ick. Look closer, said Crud. It's just a pile of food. Ick tipped his head further in the hole, and as he did, bam! Third, you okay, buddy? asked Crud. Ick rolled over and scooted to the corner. He looked around for the glowing eyes of a ghost, but all he spotted was a pile of food. Hey, Crud, said Ick. Yes, said Crud. I see our food, but how will we get it home? Said Crud. Let me think. Crud plopped beside the tree and began thinking, which is hard to do after a long run in the woods, but a little easier to do when you are sitting. A leaf fell beside him, a bird chirped above him, two worms crawled over a log, but nothing popped in Crud's head as he slowly dozed off. Inside, Ick was hard at work doing his own thinking. I have got it, he said. Maybe we should eat all the food here. He popped some food into his mouth because it was such a good idea. I hear crunching, said Crud as he woke up. It's really yummy, yelled Ick. He kept crunching. Crud poked his head inside the hole. Don't eat it all, he said. Toss some up to me. Okay, said Ick. One for you. Up flew a hunk of food. And two for me, he whispered. One for you, Ick said again. And three for me, he whispered again. 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, and so on until all the food was gobbled up. We did it, said Ick. Then he rolled on his back, grabbed his belly, and looked around. The hole in the tree now had nothing in it. Nada, glitch, it's empty, yelled Ick. Empty, empty, bounced off the walls and shot back at him. A ghost, cried Ick. Get me out of here. He lifted his arm and jumped up and down. Pull, Crud, he yelled. I'm too young to get eaten by a ghost. I'm too cute to get eaten by a ghost. Hang on, Ick, said Crud. Crud grabbed Ick's arm and he pulled and he tugged and he grunted and he groaned until out popped Ick. The two rolled away from the tree and landed beside the knocked out squirrel. Oh no, mourned Ick as he got up. Don't worry about that squirrel, said Crud. He will be dreaming about nuts for the rest of the day. No, said Ick. I'm not worried about that squirrel. It's my belly. Your belly hurts? asked Crud. Really hurts, said Ick. Crud pointed to the Ick's belly, then Ick stood and waddled. Okay, said Ick. Now it's big, just like yours. Are you happy? Let's go home, buddy, said Crud. Yes, said Egg, let's go home. And the two waddled through the woods, tall trees, skinny trees, fat trees, and trees with no leaves, until they came to their dog houses, new ones with no ghost. Hello everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed this audiobook. We will meet in next audiobook. If you like this audiobook, please click the like button, share and subscribe it. Thank you.